We just started recording. If anyone wants to join us later, we're just reviewing how to check feedback on a Wiser.
I just saw a little, like one of the little hands that tells you can do it, but then it like went away. So that one also.
Okay, so try to scroll all the way to the bottom again.
There's nothing there.
Okay. So that's, oh, sorry. Okay, go back up. Go back down. Sorry. Do you see like right at the top, right above the matching? Yours looks like it sometimes flips. Sometimes it shows up at the top of your screen, sometimes at the bottom. It's highlighted in yellow above the matching, above the chart. There you go. You see that? Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so it's just showing up. Okay, so
it's showing up in different places. It's the same thing.
Beautiful.
So then whenever you have time, you can go through and check that. And if anyone else who's watching this later has questions about feedback or anything else with Wisers, you can let me know.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions about the work you did, the technical side, the work itself, anything else?
No, sorry that apparently I didn't actually finish that last one that I thought I did, and I will go back and make sure I get that done when I get off with you when this ends, so that it's all complete.
Excellent. Okay, so if you don't mind stopping your share, and I'll just start our slideshow.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, and anybody who is watching this can complete this at home, we already kind of went through this just in our chatting at the beginning, but try to do it now in Hebrew. We're going to say in Hebrew, Korim li, my name is, Ani gar, in your case, gara, be, Ani oved, or ovedet, in your case, be, hareka, which means background, shali, hu be, ivrit, hu, and hasemester hazeh, ani mitzapa le, I'm looking forward to, and ani rotza lishol et So in this case, I'm the only person to ask a question to, so any questions you have for me in Hebrew, you can throw them at me too. So take your time, and any words you have trouble with, I'm also happy to help you out.
Cool. Korim li Jean, ani gara Columbia, Missouri, Artsot Brit.
You got it, or America sometimes.
America.
Yes.
Ani ovedet Hillel.
Isa Hillel.
Mizu Hillel.
Okay.
הרקע שלי בעברית, הוא למדתי באוניברסיטה בירושלים, האוניברסיטה העברית בירושלים, לפני הרבה שנים. ואני וגם אני טיילת לישראל בשביל העבודה שלי. אבל אני לא זכרתי הרבה מילים. Oh, the other is hotel. Sorry, not hotels.
Malone is hotel. Malone is a dictionary. You're close.
Okay. Yeah. ואני רוצה לדבר יותר טוב. הסמסטר הזה אני מצפה לי practicing Hebrew. I don't know how to say practice.
לתרגל את העברית, כן. Excellent. Okay, any questions in Hebrew? In general, for me, anything you want to ask in a Hebrew?
No.
Okay, excellent. You did a great job. So just a quick review of what we're going to be doing each week. There'll be different activities to complete each week. Like you saw, there was a lot the past few weeks because, as we said, there was a lot of holidays, so we just did a lot more work online as opposed to these classes. But now we're going to try to have a live session every week for 40 minutes. And we are going to have different activities that we do in between. You're good on Schoology? Do you need a review of how Schoology works or anything like that?
I think I'm okay. It's been managing okay so far.
Okay, so I'll be sending all updates and everything like that on Schoology. There's like an updates tab here, but you should just have it like in your main page when you sign in. You'll see there's different updates I put here. So at the end of each live class, I'll post like a little recap or link to anything relevant there. Also, all your courses you sign up for, you can find there. Here's the welcome folder, which we already completed. We're basically going to be working our way through this, and soon we're going to be starting now already Unit 2, volunteer work, which I will let you know. Also in that weekly update that I post there on the main page, I'll also be telling you which activities to complete for that week. And they're all found just here in your course folder for Schoology. And then just open it up and each one is there, and there should be a direct link within each one to complete the activity right within, or it'll take you to the place where you need to complete the activity. Another important folder in here, which I'm going to start, it's not up yet because it's our first live session, is soon there's going to be a recordings folder in here. So anybody that missed any live classes, I'll upload all the recordings of the classes here and that, so you can catch up. There's also messaging on Schoology. If you want to send me a message about anything that way, you can just go up to that little message tab. You can check who the other members of the class are in this one. Main important points for our class. If any other Schoology or other questions come up, you can let me know. And as we saw with the Wiser, I'll be checking your activities you're doing throughout the week, and I'll try to give you feedback on them. The Wiser, as we saw, has direct feedback kind of built into it. So now that we know how to check it, you can just go in after you've completed it, and we'll make sure. It is hard to figure out, so I'm glad we had time for that. So you can go in and check it that way. If it's a different type of activity, like a Google form or a Padlet or other types of tools you might not have seen yet, I'll probably just send you a message on Schoology with whatever feedback I have about that. Okay, so this video you already probably watched, but we're going to watch it just one more time. And then we're going to work on the lyrics and figure out what words we know from within the lyrics. So since you've already had time to do the activities for this, hopefully this will be easy for you, but still, let's give it a shot. Oh, hang on, I got to turn on my sound so you can hear this. 1 second. Have you ever heard this song before today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? It's an Israeli classic, so some people say I've heard this 400 times. Other people say, no, I've never heard this before. I somehow have missed out on a lot of Israeli classics. My children are teaching me. So, okay, here we go.
אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה ננסה מההתחלה, יהיה לנו רע, אין דבר, זה לא נורא. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, זה לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה, אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, לא משנה. אני ואתה משנה את העולם.
Those graphics get me every time.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the lyrics here. And I want you to just add as a comment on the Google Doc. I'm just gonna send it to you in the chat. There it is. Add as a comment, like highlight the word, add a comment, any word that you know, write the translation. It could be a simple word, a complicated word, anything that you know.
So like highlight it and then.
Do you see this button up here? This is a comment. So let's say I was doing ani. So I would do that, add a comment here, and I would write I.
Sorry, I don't see the.
Okay, so for example, like highlight, let's just do ani again. Highlight this, and up at the top, you see where like the share button is?
Yes.
Yeah, so right next to that, there's like a little gray box that's a comment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so open that up for yourself, and then you should have like the comment thread, and then every time you highlight a word, there's this little comment button along the side. You add in and add a comment there. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I, sorry, just don't do all this. Last time I did grad school, it was not online. So if I highlighted it, but then when I open up the comment, I see your comment. So then how do you?
Are you still seeing my share screen?
I don't think so.
Okay, so just minimize your Google Doc for a second and look at mine so I can just show you.
Okay.
Okay, so here, do you see once I open that comments, there's like this like kind of runner of little comments that you can add along the line here. So as soon as you highlight a word, it kind of moves to where the word is. Do you see that? And then you click that, and then that's where you can put your comment.
Got it. Okay.
Great.
Got it. Okay. So just keep going.
Go, and as much as if you know how to translate the whole song, by all means.
Skip words that have already been translated.
Yeah, you don't need to do double words for sure. So good that you already noticed nishane is not only change, but will change, and we will change. So you already have the conjugation down pretty well for that, that it is plural future.
I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's how I always think about it.
Yeah. Then or so that. Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Do you know what yavo'u is?
I mean, yeah, it has to do with like, so we're going to do, right? Because it's lavo, like
lavo,
exactly. Right? Like,
you remember your old pun well. Good job.
Yes. So like, I remember, like, I know what the root is, but I don't know how specifically to like translate it in.
Right. So we're not really actually doing future in 1B. We're just we're doing in another unit to come, we're going to do something about recognizing future. How to, for example, the same way that when we saw the word nishana, we were able to recognize by the nun at the beginning that this is a future we will change.
Right.
So another prefix that can tell you it's from the future is this yud. which means yavo'u. This is the suffix at the end. Between the two of them, it means they will come.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Yeah, but you're not expected to know that yet because we're getting to that soon. But already knowing the root is the right place to start. Good. It looks like you have past tense down pretty well.
For certain words. Oh, you already did this one, I think. Maybe.
Which one?
I don't know. Okay.
Lo mishana is actually a phrase. Have you heard this phrase before? Lo mishana?
Yes, but I can't remember what it means, and I know I should know what it means.
You can translate each word individually, but it doesn't really make sense in the context of the song. Lo means no or not, right? And mishana means like changes. So no changes isn't really what it means. Lo mishana means it doesn't matter. That's kind of what it means.
Okay.
Like lo mishana, not a big deal, doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I was trying to take all of it.
Huh.
Right? So then it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Good. Okay. I know this has to do with before, right?
Mm-hmm. Good. And do you know what that second yud indicates? Lifnei means before. This is lifanai. There's two yuds.
Like in the past.
Sort of before me. That last yud is making it personal. It means before me. They've said this before me, before I've come and said it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So the same way the other words like would contract like Shelly and Aki and all of that. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You see the pattern with it, right?
Yep. There. I'm not sure what tense we're in right now, but
this is davar.
Oh, I guess it's really like ein davar, right? Like it
exactly.
It wasn't.
So davar would be as a verb would be to speak. That's correct. In this place, it's davar as in thing, the noun, right?
So ein davar, like it's not. There isn't anything.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
Okay.
And then here it's in quotation marks. This is another phrase we're coming across. Zelonora. You heard that before?
It's not correct, right?
No, ra actually means terrible. So it's
okay.
As it's not terrible.
No.
Okay. Yeah, but again, it means like, no, ra, it's okay, not a problem.
Okay. Yeah. And then, okay, so you hear Lanu Ra, like it wouldn't be bad for us, is that right?
I'm close. Yeah, this is again a yud that indicates future, so it will be bad for us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I want someone else to do some, but there's no.
Yeah, we have to get everyone else to come. You're right. Hopefully in the next weeks we will.
Okay.
Okay, so this sentence here repeats itself. That also repeats. So the only words that we still need to translate, do you know what kodem is?
I should, because I looked it up when I was doing this assignment, and then I did it a couple weeks ago.
Have you ever heard people say kadima?
Yeah, it's change, right? Like something.
It means like onwards. So kodem can mean also the same. They've like said this before.
Okay.
It's kind of been brought up before me. Okay, and what else did we not translate?
Ninasa.
Yeah, ninase. Can you guess, based on what we just said, what tense that might be in?
So it's future, third, whatever that is, first person plural.
Right. It's exactly the same as nishane. It's ninase. It fits the same kind of pattern. And do you know what the root might be in that word?
Nisa, but I don't know.
Nasa or linasot. Do you know what that might mean?
I feel like I should, like it's there somewhere in my brain, and this is why I need to do Hebrew again.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this. It means to try. So ninase means we will try.
Okay.
And then mehatchala.
From the beginning.
Very good. All right. So you got almost all of that down. That was good. Okay, great. Oops. Okay, so what I want you to look at now, we're going to look at this together, especially since we have the time together, just you and I. We're going to look at finishing off Unit 1.
Okay.
So anything that you didn't do already, certainly you can finish. This is now about, we already talked about in the song, Arik Einstein, you and I will change the world. Well, how are we going to change the world? So this is about a specific type of changing the world through volunteering and contributing to your community. It's a Google form, so just make sure to write your name at the top and then fill in the rest. So there's a paragraph here in Hebrew. There's some English words in the parentheses. So you'll find those in between. And if you need extra help with words, some of these words can also be found in the word list at the beginning. So you can go back there, or always just check Morphix wherever else you do it.
Okay.
Another way is inventions, technological development. We got another paragraph, political involvement, another paragraph. And then you just answer a couple questions about what you read.
Okay.
Any questions about this Google form?
No, I'm just trying to get myself to it because it was, okay, got it. So
yeah, I can wait for you to catch up.
Sorry, because I had the Wiser open separately, but then I need to go back to the other. Okay, so this is the...
Starting at number 5 in Unit 1, called How Can We Change the World? Reading and Writing.
So do you... Should I just go back later? Because I realized that since I didn't actually, oh, it does scroll down. Look at that.
Oh, okay, good.
So I got Unit 4 to scroll down. So I can go back and do that later and just do 5 now, if that's...
Okay, great. Yeah, so for next week, we've got 5 through 9, finishing off the unit. So this is 6. 5 was the Google form we just looked at. Number 6 is this is called a voice thread. So you click the play button.
There are many ways to change the world.
So you listen to the recording that starts. It gives you instructions on what to do. And you're supposed to record yourself, ideally in Hebrew, answering the question about how you're going to change the world.
Okay.
Okay. And you'll just follow the instructions what to do on the voice thread of how to do that. You do need to sign in, though, to add a response. So just the same way you did with Wiser, just, with your email, or it should be pretty straightforward. But let me know if any questions come up with that.
Okay.
And now this is a review on Quizlet of all of the words that we've been using and all the different things. It's just a simple matching game.
Okay.
It's either word to picture or Hebrew to English.
Okay.
And then the next one, you just write what your score was from the matching game, because we wanted you to try to do it in 30 seconds or less, and they'll give you a score of timing at the end. So if you were able to get it in 15 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever you're able to get it in, just write that down at the bottom, and we'll see how everyone did. Then the last thing to do is just to complete feedback about Unit 1 and how you felt about it. So the last few are pretty simple. The 2 main things to do are that voice thread to record and the Google form, which has those 3 or 4 paragraphs to read and then answer the questions.
Okay.
And if you have any questions about any of this, you can just let me know along the way.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.
I am traveling on Tuesday next week for work.
Fine.
I'm not sure if I'm in an airport at that moment. I can
see you next week or
do it. And I had to check. I just need to check my flight schedule.
All right, so you can just let me know ahead of time whenever you're able to. If not, just make sure to watch the recording and catch up. Great. So if not next week, then in 2 weeks. Or 2 weeks, will you be back?
Yes, I should be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So I'll see you soon.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.